Hey guys, it's Paulina. Thank you for joining me for today's strength class. I will be leading you through a full body strength workout. The way I have class set up today is we will be completing 5 circuits, each with 2 exercises. Those 2 exercises will be working opposing muscles. So for example, our first circuit will be working quads, and then that second exercise in that circuit will be working the hamstrings. Within each circuit, there's 2 exercises. You'll be completing 30 seconds of work for each back to back, and then you'll get 20 seconds of rest once those 2 are done. You'll be completing 4 rounds within one circuit, and then we'll move on to the next circuit, having 60 seconds to kind of catch your breath, get some water in between those 2 circuits while I explain what the next exercises will be. We will be using kind of homemade weights today, so if you have a backpack, go ahead and grab that. Um, Beauty of the backpack is you can kind of make the weight however heavy or light you want, based on what you put in it. I have, my personal training textbook, some paper, notebook, my planner, and kind of just put it all in there, zip it up, and you have your weight ready to go. And the beauty of this is certain exercises, if you typically use, more medium or lighter weight, you can always take stuff out. If you do heavier weights, you can always put more stuff in. Now that we have all of that settled, let's go ahead and get started with some warm-ups. So, coming standing up tall, feet spread apart, we're just gonna get some twisting in. 3, 2, 1, and then again, still keeping those feet side by side or wide, bringing those hands out or just tapping hands to opposite foot. Let's go ahead. We'll do 4 more of these. 3, 2, and 1. I'll go ahead and bring your feet just a little bit closer, just outside of hip. And then what we're going to do is, keeping those legs straight, we're going to bend over, touch our toes, stretch out your hamstrings. And then we're going to bend those legs and just come on down kind of into this little front squat position, making sure that your arms are inside of your knees, pushing them out a couple times. And then we're going to straighten those legs back, stretching out those hamstrings, and then bending down, pushing those knees out. Straighten, we'll do it 3 more times. Bending, 2 more. Pushing them out, standing one last time. And then bringing them back down, pushing out, staying in this position. I want you to kind of lean to one side, just kind of trying to bend your ankle as much as you can, get the mobility in, lift that right heel off the ground just slightly, and pushing that ankle downward. And we're going to switch over to that left side. Bring it back to the right side. Again, that heel is just slightly off the ground. And pushing it to the left side. We'll do 1 more on each side. Really just want to get that ankle mobility in for the squats we're about to start off with. And then over to that left side. Now staying in this position, kind of just want you to twist as if his ankles are going side to side. Just like so. Awesome, you're doing great. And then bringing it back up. Ooh. Bringing those feet wide again. We're going to bend on down. Putting your hands on your inner thigh. Extending that right arm. Kind of swaying side by side. And then go ahead and extend that left arm. And we'll go come on up. Now I want us to do 5 squat pulses with 4 shuffles. So 2 shuffles on each side. So coming down, just squatting, 3, 4, 5, up, shuffling, just like that. 3, 4, 5, up, shuffles. 1, 2, 5, up, 2, 3, 4. Gonna do it 2 more times. 3, 4, 5, shuffles. 2, 4. Last time. 5 and last shuffle. Awesome. Now go ahead, kind of swing those hips both directions, tapping down each time. And then let's switch over to that left leg. Okay, got our legs all warmed up for those first circuit, so let's go ahead and get to it. So, let's see. Grab in your backpack. We're just gonna wear it, and I'm gonna get a timer. Like I said, it'll be 30 seconds of work for both exercises, 20 seconds of rest. After you're done with those 2 exercises and 4 rounds of each circuit. So for our first circuit, we have 2 exercises, working the quads, working the hamstrings. That first one will be a pause squat. So what you're going to do is pretty simple. Come down into a squat, hold it for 2 seconds, come up. Down 2 seconds, up. And then for that next exercise, we'll be doing good mornings. So, good mornings, kind of like Romanian deadlifts. What we'll be doing is a 4 tempo though. So you're going to go down nice and slow, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come up fast. So, holding your straps, keep your feet out, shoulder width apart, slight bend in those knees. Just coming down, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then pop it back up. Now, when you come up, I want to make sure you're not overextending. You should be stopping so you're straight in the line, making sure you're squeezing those glutes. Let's do it 1 more time. 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Awesome. Now that we have those ready, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. We got that. First exercise going in 5 seconds. We got those pause squats going in 2, 1, coming down, holding for 2 seconds, back up. Down, 2 seconds, up. Coming down, 1, 2, up. Nice, keep it up. 1, 2, keep it up. Halfway there, 15 more seconds. Nice, you guys are doing great. Keep it up. Up, 5 more seconds. We got 1 more in us. And up. Next thing you do is going straight into those good mornings. 3, 2, 1. Up. Coming down nice and slow. Remember that 4 count. And then up. Making sure your knees are slightly bent. Feeling a nice stretch in those hamstrings. Coming up. You got 12 more seconds. 5 more seconds. Get 1 more in. Okay, go ahead and rest. We got 20 seconds now that you got those exercises, a little bit of practicing. We got those 3 more rounds coming up. Remember, as soon as those squats are done, we're going straight into the good mornings, no rest until both exercises are complete. Go ahead and get into those squats. 2, up. We got 25 more seconds. Making sure you're holding it down here for 2 seconds. Halfway there. Keep it up. You're doing awesome. We got 3 seconds. Get that last one in. Up. Standing up for those good mornings. 4, 3, 2, 1. Power up. Coming down nice and slow. 2, 1. Powering up. Making sure you're bending, keeping that back straight, shoulder blades back. You got 7 more seconds. You're doing great. You got 1 more analyst. And up. Go ahead and rest halfway through that first circuit. Only 2 more rounds to go. You got 13 seconds. Get some quick water if you need it. Because we're coming back to those squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, and coming down. 2 seconds. Up, down. 2 seconds. Up. You got 15 more seconds. We're halfway there. Making sure you're holding for those 2 seconds. 5 more seconds. Keep it up. 1 more, 1 more. And into those good mornings. 2, 1. Power up. 3, 2, 1. Coming up, making sure you're squeezing those glutes. Halfway there, 15 more seconds. 7 more, we can get 1 more in. Push through. And up. Go ahead and rest. We have 1 more last round of this circuit. And then we're going to be moving on to our next, having that 60 seconds of water break in between. We got 5 seconds before we get started. Face you guys this time. You guys got those squats down, coming down. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, up. 1, 2. It's important that you pause. Keep those quads under tension just a little bit longer than normal. You got 10 more seconds and we're done with this exercise. 4 more seconds. We can get 1 more in, I believe that. Oh, coming into those good mornings. Coming down, 2, 1, up. 2, 1, up. Nice and slow down. Feel it in the back of your hamstrings. Making sure you're hinging at the hips. Pushing that butt backwards. We got 4 more seconds. 1 more in. Whew. You guys have yourself 60 seconds of break. Get some water if you need it while I go explain that next exercise. Our second circuit will be, again, 2 exercises. Working the back and your delts. We got bent over rows, so holding at one end and the other. Standing, bending over, making sure your chest is parallel to the ground. Arms straight, just coming up, making sure you're keeping those arms right next to your side. Then you'll be supersetting them with a half kneel, so that means one knee on the ground, the other in a bent position, arc row. Staying on one side, coming over to the other, just like so. Making sure that your back is arching nice and straight, just like so. Pushing one side to the other. We got 3 seconds before we start with those bent over rows. And 1, let's go. Again, chest nice and parallel to the ground. Pulling that backpack straight up to your chest. Making sure you're keeping that head down. I know you want to look up. Keep that whole spine parallel to the ground. You got 10 more seconds. Really make sure you're squeezing those shoulder blades as you're rowing up. 3 more seconds. Then we're going to come down and into that arc press. Just pushing one side to the other. Letting it come down to your shoulder, pressing up and over your head. You got 10 more seconds. Keep it up. You need to. In 3 seconds in that 20-second rest, that will be the time to change your weight if you need to. Go ahead and rest. Like I said, if you need a lighter weight, take whatever you have, just a couple stuff out. If you want it heavier, put a couple more things in. We're getting started in 5 seconds. Back with those rows. Bend it over, and let's start. Again, squeezing those shoulder blades back together as you're coming up. Making sure you're doing controlled breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. We got 15 more seconds. We're halfway there. Whew, you guys are doing awesome. Keep pushing. Keep rolling. 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Coming down. Arc press. Straight into it. Back to back. Again, making sure your back is not arched, nice and straight. Just putting it over. We got 10 more seconds. Keep it up. Push through. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Halfway through this second round. 2 more to go. You're doing great. We got 5 seconds before we get started with those rows. 3. Go ahead, bend it over. 1. Let's start. Nice good rows. 20 more seconds. Halfway there, 15 to go. Keep pushing. Keep pressing. Yeah, 5 more seconds. It's doing great. Got 1 more in. And we're coming down. Arc press. And breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. We're halfway there. You got 3 more seconds. Get 2 more in if you can. And go ahead and rest. You got 1 more round before we move on to that 3rd circuit. Do a little twisting if you need to. You need to catch your breath. Hands overhead. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1, and we're rolling. Last time. Last 30 seconds of this exercise. Making sure those arms are staying right close to your elbow. Pressing up. Back nice and straight. Chest parallel to the ground. Halfway there. Only got 10 more seconds. 2 and 1. Coming down. Kneel over. Pressing. Side to side. You guys got 10 more seconds. Keep pushing. No, you got it. 2, 1, and rest. Find yourselves another 60-second water break. I go ahead and explain this next circuit. Going back to the legs. Holding up front. We're going to do a curtsy to reverse lunge pulse. So coming back into that curtsy and then over. Staying low the whole time. Just like so. And that next exercise we have will be bridges. Laying back, knees bent, backpack over your pelvis, just pushing up into the air, making sure you're squeezing those glutes. Now we got 10 more seconds. When we go into these curtsy reverse lunges, I want you to only do it on one leg. We'll alternate between each set. So I want 30 seconds all on this left leg. Let's go ahead and start. Coming into that curtsy to reverse. Just kind of bouncing. Never going all the way up. Staying nice and low. Whew. You got 15 more seconds. Keep it up. Nice and low the whole time. Just pulsing back and forth. 5 more seconds. Keep it up. And let's go ahead down to the ground to those bridges. Making sure you're coming up, squeezing those glutes. And then lowering back down nice and slowly. Nice and controlled. You guys got 15 more seconds. You're less than halfway there now. 5 more seconds. And go ahead and rest. You have 20 seconds before we get started with that second round. Doing that curtsy to reverse lunge with that right leg. Half of that break is already up. We're getting started in 5 seconds. Get your weights up. 3, 2, 1. Going across, back, across, center. Just like so. Just so you can see, staying nice and low. Never really going all the way up. Making sure as you're coming down, those hips are staying square. Nice and in front of you. Go ahead and switch over to our bridges. Right up. You got 7 more seconds. Get a couple more in. 2, 1, and rest. Halfway through this circuit, which means we're halfway through the whole exercise. So go ahead, let's get back up. We're about to start with those reverse to curtsy lunges. Going in 2, 1, starting with our left leg, coming down, center. Whew. Take that break whenever you need it. Should not have worked out legs this morning. Here we got 10 more seconds. Again, never coming all the way up, nice and low. Go ahead and rest. Coming back down for those bridges. You guys got 15 more seconds. Halfway there, keep it up. Got 5 more, you got 3 more in you. 1, and go ahead and rest. Last 20 seconds, get some water. If you need it. And then we're coming back up. We're going to be doing those curtsy to reverse lunges on our right leg now. Going in 3, 2, 1. And let's start. Keeping it up. Never really coming all the way up. Pulsing nice and low. And go ahead, take that break. Coming on down. Last set of bridges. Coming up. Last 30 seconds. You got 10 more seconds. Last time you're doing this exercise today. Keep it up. And go ahead and rest. Now you guys got 60 seconds. Catch your breath. Get that water and we'll explain our fourth circuit. Coming back to upper body, we'll be working the chest. So laying down like you were for bridges, we're going to do a chest press. Holding our back from end. Coming down, up, halfway. We're going to do 1.5 reps. So coming up, half, one, full one, half, full one. And then we're going to superset that, holding the handle of your backpack nice and tall. Just coming up, under your chin, back down, upright row. Just like so. Standing nice and tall, making sure your shoulders aren't coming up with it. Nice and stable, just the arms. Go ahead, come on down. We're going to start doing 2, 1, 1.5 chest press. So 1 full one, half full. It's almost like you're doing a little pulse after that first one. Half full. Little pulse. Making sure that backpack isn't over your head, it is over your chest. I know as you get tired, it'll start to move back. Make sure you move those arms back forward. We got 3 seconds, and we're standing up. And we're getting straight into that upright row. Just like so. Making sure your shoulder blades are pressed back. Now it comes forward, back, coming straight up. Just to under your chin, making sure that your elbows also aren't up high, nice and parallel with your shoulders. We got 5 more seconds. 2 and 1. Go ahead and rest. Ooh, I know I'm working up this sweat. Like just because I'm in long sleeve and leggings, but I'm sure you guys are too. We got 10 seconds before we start the second round of this fourth circuit. Go ahead, lay on your back, get ready for this 1.5 chest press because we're starting now. 1 full one, little pulse. Full, pulse, full. There you go. We're halfway there. 15 seconds. Less than that now. 8 seconds. Let one last one in. And let's go ahead and stand up. Going straight into that upright row. Halfway there. 15 more seconds. Really get that breathing under control if you can. We got 1 more, and we're resting. Halfway through that fourth circuit. Definitely working on the sweat now. Got 10 seconds before we start that chest press. Remember, keep that backpack over your chest, not over your head. Doing a full one to a little pulse. Getting started now. Full pulse. Full pulse. Guys are doing awesome. Keep it up. We got 5 more seconds. Breathe through it. One last one. And we're up. Hold those handles together. Come straight up. If you don't have a handle, just holding those two. Coming straight up. Making sure you're keeping those wrists nice and stable. Got 5 more seconds. 1. Whew. Last set. 30 seconds with the chest press, 30 seconds of the upright row, and then we're into our last circuit before we reach our 10-minute of just core. Getting started in 5, 4, those chest press, 2, 1, let's start. Full, half, full. There you go. Again, keeping that right over your chest. If you want to challenge yourself, you can bring your legs up. Just kind of adds a little bit of unstable environment. And we are up on the last 30 seconds of this exercise. Coming straight up into the upright row. Halfway there. Keep it up. 7 more seconds. 2 and 1. Whew. 60 seconds of rest before our last circuit. Last thing we're working are those arms. We'll be doing bicep curl and overhead tricep extensions. So, bicep curls, holding it at your side or front, either way you want. Heels be coming down, coming up, pretty simple. Bicep curl the whole time. Overhead extension, overhead, and just, again, keeping those elbows nice and close. Bending down, coming straight up, just like so. If you need to, this is where I'd say use a lighter weight. So if you need to, you can remove some stuff out of your backpack. Otherwise, we're getting started with those bicep curls. Coming up, 30 seconds, standing nice and tall, back straight, shoulder blades back. Nice, good. These are more like hammer curls because our hands will be in, but still working those arms. Getting that pumping. We got 10 more seconds. Keep it up. Full range of motion. Now we're bringing it overhead for that overhead extension. Making sure you can kind of find an area where you can keep those elbows close to your side and not flaring out. Want them right by your ear. We got 7 more seconds. And go ahead and rest. I know it might be kind of hard to find a grip on your backpack. I know it was for me just now. If you want, if you have a book, you can also just hold it and go over. I know it will be lighter, but if that makes it easier for you, you can do that. So let's go ahead and get started. We got those bicep curls going now. Get it going. There we go. Nice and controlled, shoulder blades back. You got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're coming over. Tricep extensions. Keeping that nice and straight, bending those arms and then extending them straight up. We got 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and go ahead and rest. We're already halfway through that circuit, 2 more rounds to go, and then we'll be moving over to our abs. We got 5 seconds. Go ahead, get that weight up, and let's start curling. 30 seconds. You got 7 more seconds. Keep it up. Push through. 3, 2, 1. And we're going straight overhead into those extensions. Coming straight down. 10 more seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. And we got one last round. One last round before our last 60 seconds. And then we got a nice little ab circuit workout. So let's go ahead and start with this final round so we can get to that core. Fifteen more seconds. We're halfway there. Last time. We're at that last round. 7, 6, 4, 3, 1. Coming overhead. Getting into those tricep extension. You got 10 more seconds. Push through. 5. And go ahead and rest. Now we got one last 60 seconds. This is where I will tell you should definitely kind of take some stuff out, make it a little bit lighter for that ab workout. It doesn't have to be too light. Our 3 exercises we will be doing: Russian twist, coming to side. We'll be doing a plank where you can keep the plank on your back by coming into a plank, and then that last one will be a jackknife. So extending, staying nice and straight, and then coming up, and then back down, just like so. We still have 15 more seconds. And unlike what we just did for the body strength, we'll be doing 40 seconds of work instead of 30 with 20 seconds of rest. Russian twist, you can start with your feet on the ground, or you can do your feet, or you can do it up in the air. So let's go ahead and start that Russian twist. If you want to challenge yourself, like I said, you can do it up in the air. Just make sure your feet are not crossed. Don't throw your hips off balance. Just going side to side. Halfway there. 20 more seconds. Like I said, if you need to, you can do it feet on the ground, still going side to side, or feet up. 1. Go ahead and rest. That next exercise we'll be doing is a plank. So you can either do normal plank with no weight, or you can wear that backpack. Make sure you tighten the straps, and then we'll just come up into that plank position. We're getting started in 3, 2, 1. Up into that plank, making sure your elbows are right under your shoulder and your butt is not up in the air, nice and straight. We got 20 more seconds. Make sure you really strap down your backpack so it doesn't glide up to your head. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go ahead and rest. That last exercise, you'll go ahead and take your backpack off if you're wearing one, holding it in your arms. We're just doing jackknives. So arms will be extended, legs will be extended, and you're just folding your body, crunching them up together, and then back down. Let's go ahead and start. Making sure as you're doing this that your back, your lower back might be arched, making sure you're pushing that into the ground, only going as low as you can while keeping that back flat on the ground. And we're resting. Now, we got 2 more rounds of that. We're going back to those Russian twists. Sitting up. Then we're going side to side, feet down, feet up. Whichever one works for you. We're starting in 2, 1. Go ahead and start. Tapping side to side. Halfway there. Usually less than halfway. Keep it up. 2, 1. Oh, go ahead and rest. You're going to be turning over for those planks down. 40-second holds. If you need to, like I said, you can do it without the backpack or your weights. Normal plank, if you need to, you can do it on your knees, modified. Whatever you can to hold it. Those 40 seconds, and we're up. Again, making sure that backpack doesn't fall down. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and we're turning back over for those backpacks. We got 10 seconds. This exercise, and then we have one last final round. Ooh, these workouts definitely made me work up a sweat. Coming out, let's get started. We got 10 more seconds, keep it up. I know your abs are burning, mine are too. And we're resting. Back up, Russian twist. Got 10 seconds. Count that. Nice deep breath if you need to. We're going in 2, 1, going side to side. We got 10 more seconds. 5 more. 3, 1, and we're rested. We're turning over for those planks. We're going 5 seconds. 2, 1, and we are up for those planks. Halfway there. And go ahead and rest. And then coming over, last 40 seconds. I want you to give me all you got for these jackknives. We're getting started in 10 seconds. Rolling over on your back, get into that position where legs and arms are extended. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Halfway there. Five more seconds. Give me 2 more. 1 more. And we are done. Awesome job. Great job, you guys. We'll go ahead, roll on over, get into some stretching while we're here. Go ahead, coming up into that cobra. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out through your mouth, really feeling it. Stretching out your abdominals. Coming back into that child's pose. Again, making sure you take a nice deep breath while in this pose. Just kind of try to walk your hands out as far as you can get them. Really open up your lower back. Go ahead, come up onto all fours. We're gonna do a little cat cow. Coming in, that back up, and then pushing it down into the ground. Go ahead, coming up into this kneeling position. I want you to bring that leg out to the side, come on down, and as if you're kind of pushing that wall away, stretch right down your side. Coming up, reaching that left leg out, right hand down, going flat, again, like you're pushing something away from you. Coming on back to the center. I just want you to do a couple of head rolls, going to left to right, and then going left to right, or right to left. Go ahead, take your left hand, bring it kind of to the right back side of your head, and kind of tilt it down toward that left armpit. Go ahead and switch sides. Go ahead, take one nice deep breath in. Reaching that arm to the hands to the sky, and then exhale, coming down, And we are done for class today. Thank you for joining me in this strength class. Hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to leave some feedback below or like this video. And hopefully you will join us next time.